Things have gone really well. I think we've had a great summer. One of the rules that the NCAA passed recently, I guess about a year and a half ago, is that they allow us to have more access to our players in the summer. And it's just a fantastic rule because it allows our current players to take a class or two, move towards graduation, and get that part of things right. And at the same time, instead of while they're here, us almost ignoring them or not being able to help them, we now have access to making them a better players. And, it builds strong relationships and a trust. And most importantly, I feel like we as a staff have a great pulse on what our players have done over the summer to become better. So virtually every player on our team, even the incoming guys, have been here for at least one summer session. A lot of our players have been here for two. So from that perspective, whether it be in the weight room, on the basketball court, or in the classroom, I think we've really had a very productive 3 or 4 months. Someone like Aaron, there's so many high expectations for him, and once in a while you forget he's so young. I mean, Aaron just turned 18 years old, and when you have these types of expectations, many times the focus becomes what you have to do to become even better. In Aaron's case, to transition and be strictly a perimeter player to become a more of a three-point shooter. One of the interesting things about the under-19 experience for him is obviously he was the MVP of the entire tournament. Every person that I talked to, including his coaches, raved about him. And yet it was more about who he is and what he does really well than what he has to address and improve on. Well, Elliot Pitts is somebody that isn't talked a lot about. I kind of like that for Elliot because to me he's going to deliver much more than people are talking about him. He comes to us very well trained, coming from De La Salle and playing for an elite high school coach in a program that has high expectations. He's really ready for college. At the same time, Elliot really could be a senior in high school. He's young, a lot like Aaron is, and he's gained a lot of strength and weight. He's been here for both summer sessions. Again, like we talked about Aaron, he knows how to be a great teammate. I think he appreciates being at Arizona, and he's going to be a very good contributor. When that time comes for him, it'll probably be a little bit later rather than sooner. But as he continues to grow, I love his competitiveness. I think he has a high skill level, and I really believe in what he can do for our program. It's nice to have Damon as a part of what we do. Credibility is a big part of coaching and playing, and especially in today's world of college basketball where the carrot always seems to be the NBA. When you have a coach on your staff who's been there for 13 years, who's been an NBA Rookie of the Year, who did it, his path being Arizona, has played in a Final Four, done all the things that Damon's done. It's amazing the impact that he can have on our current players, the players that are at Arizona, in guiding them, teaching them, coaching them. So Damon's experience is invaluable, and it's nice to have him as part of our staff. Joseph Blair, ironically, who is a teammate of Damon, has expressed an interest in returning to school to get his degree. And as we had numerous talks over the last couple of years, there's an NCAA rule that would allow Joseph to do both, to be a full-time student and pursue his degree, which he's doing right now, and at the same time be able to work with our players in a manager role. And when I say that, be able to be out on the court to demonstrate, and teach, and coach. What we're going to do with him is allow him to be a part of our everyday experience and practice, be a part of game day where he'll be either behind or on the bench, travel with us. And again, he's an invaluable resource for our players because, like Damon, he had great success here as a player. He left here, had a long career in Europe. And with our front court players in particular, there's nothing like having somebody as big and physical out there to go against as as JB is. I think our team has a lot of ability on defense. You know, if you ask about shooting as a concern, one of the strengths of this year's team is, if you look at our backcourt, two players, TJ McConnell was one of the best players in the nation in both his freshman and his sophomore year in getting steals. Nick Johnson, I believe, is one of those within our own conference. And Jordan Mays has developed as a senior, somebody who's very good in that area. And then the length and athleticism of really a lot of other players. I would hope that we could all point to us being, this is the best defensive team that we've had during my time here. We always have kind of the State of the Union address with our team at the first weekend of school. We have a big team meeting, which, you know, we have guest speakers. You know, we have everybody from, you know, Corey in his area to police officers, campus police, you know, trainers, doctors. We try to give our players a sampling of everything that can happen to them outside of our locker room, first and foremost. But one of the things that I believe is that a lot of the same things have always been going on. It's just with today's world of a phone that can take a picture, things just happen, and you know about them so much quicker and more often. So it's a lesson for all of us that we have to be extremely careful and diligent and know that we represent a team, a program, a university, and we want to do that in a first-class manner.